Okay, in an attempt to reduce the sound of this obnoxious fan on my notebook that my new HD webcam mic picks up so great, I put the webcam over here. It's resting on a glass of wine. Hopefully it doesn't fall in there. Anyway, yeah, I don't know how well it's going to work, but I read a few comments saying that it was obnoxious, and I watched a few videos, and yeah, it's fucking really loud. I'll have to figure out something to do with that. Anyway, I got fucking written up at work the other day. Kind of pissed me off. Like, I got written up for two things. There's only one write-up, but it was for two reasons. Now, one was legitimate, okay, and one was complete bullshit. The legitimate one, the reason I got written up, the legitimate reason that I understand was I was bringing food home. You know, I'd make sushi and bring it home, usually for my girl Tora, or sometimes for me, you know, whatever. Not a lot, just like a little, you know, like one roll, you know. In my mind, it's like, what does it matter if I eat it here at the store, at the restaurant, or bring it home? Okay, so that's kind of how I justified doing that, although I was told, somebody, one of the managers saw me and told me and said, hey, you know, we all have to pay 50%, you know, for food. And I was just like, yeah, you know, and I lied to her because I said, oh, this was a mistake, but she went and asked another chef, and it wasn't a mistake. I made it intentionally. So I lied to her. She wasn't too happy about that. And then on top of that, like the very next day, I made something and like tried to sneak it out underneath my chef jacket. And somebody saw me do it. I don't know who, but anyway. So like, then you know that I understand getting rid of that, because not only did I lie to him, but then I didn't. You know, I didn't take heed of their warning, so I got written up for that. And now this one's bullshit. Okay, I got written up for bringing my own booze to work. Now I know what you guys are gonna say. I know what you guys are gonna say. Like, well, most places would fire you for that shit, right? Wrong. Okay, a lot of people, chefs, bring their own booze, and we share it. You know, we share it because they're starting to crack down on how many drinks we can have for free at the restaurant. And it's very expensive to buy your own booze at the restaurant. I mean, fuck, Sapporo, you know, or Kirin, or Asahi beer, but it's a big one. It's 24 ounces. It's still fucking $8. I ain't paying for that shit, you know? So when they crack down on the chefs who are drinking too much, I basically, not just me, like half of the chefs did the same thing. Basically just started bringing our own booze, whether it be whiskey, whether it be beer, sake, whatever. We just started bringing our own booze, so then we didn't have to hit the bar up so much. Now, well, I guess it became a problem for some reason. Somebody threw me under the bus, and I don't know why. Somebody dropped a dime on my ass and basically snitched on me and said that, but they exaggerated it and made it sound like I was like bringing in like a big bottle of fucking whiskey and like getting hammered before my shift. No. I was bringing in a flask, but it was the smallest flask you can get. Okay, it was $3. I brought it like almost every day, sure, but it only made 2 drinks, 2 really stiff drinks or 3 like regular drinks. So I would like make myself a stiffy, and then I'd give the flask to one of the Mexicans in the kitchen or another chef, you know, and then they'd kill it off. I mean, it wasn't like I was getting hammered. That was like 1 drink. But see, here's what's fucked up about this shit. It's like, okay, booze is not okay, but beer is. Oh, but it's only okay if you drink it after 7 o'clock, which is when the happy hour ends. You can't drink it before that. So, oh, but if I go up to the bar at nearly any time, I can just say, hey, make me a Jack and Coke, and they do, because, well, sushi chefs are kind of treated like gods at most restaurants, and this one is no exception. So it's kind of like one of those fucked up things where it's like, and I was being discreet about it, and that's what pissed me off, because like, it wasn't like I was walking around drinking. No, I'd pour it in a plastic cup, add some Coke, you know, like, So whoever dropped the fucking dime on me, whoever snitched on me, is the same motherfucker that I'm sharing my fucking booze with. That's what pisses me off the most. Because it's like, so whoever snitched on me is the same motherfucker who's drinking my booze that I buy and give to him, because whoever it is I think is cool. So one of these motherfuckers threw me under the bus, and of course they won't tell me who did it. I asked them. You know, when I was written up, and you know, the manager that wrote me up was really cool in the sense where she's like, look, I know this is kind of bullshit, but you know, I'm just following orders type speech. You know, I think you're really cool, Zach, but you know, I was told I have to write you up for this, yada yada, you know. But and I asked her, who the fuck threw me under the bus? Who's the one that fucking snitched? And she goes like, you know, I can't tell you that. I was like, okay, well, I know you can't tell me that, but I can tell you this. Whoever did it is not only a liar and is blowing this way out of proportion, but he's also a snitch and a rat, and it's also a backstabbing piece of shit who I share my alcohol with. So keep that in mind. Whoever told you that, I know you're not going to tell me, but whoever told you that, keep that in mind. They're fucking no bueno. So that's my story. I don't think I'm in danger of being fired, but I wouldn't. If it happened, I wouldn't be surprised either. You know. So I'm already looking for another job. I really like where I work, though. I mean, people I work with, except for whoever fucking threw me under the bus, everybody else is really cool. I get free food, free drinks. You know, I mean, it's a really laid back environment. It's not that hard of a job. I mean, at times it can be stressful, but long story short is I like my job where I'm working. It's not like I love it, but it's tolerable. Like, who really likes to go to work? Nobody, but it's fucking tolerable. So I'd like to keep it, because it's hard to find a job that's even tolerable for me, because I've got a problem with authority, and I got really poor work ethics. You know, this place is kind of, the reason I've been here for almost 6 months now is, one, because I'm allowed to drink at work, you know, apparently only in moderation, and only after a certain time, and only if it's beer, but whatever. Still get to drink at work, get to eat for free, and I'm scheduled to come in at 3 o'clock these days, but yeah, like, I just show up somewhere between 3 and 4, you know, nobody knows when I'm supposed to come in, except for my boss. My boss hasn't worked at the store for 2 months, because he had knee surgery, and he works at the other store, so it's kind of like, I just kind of like, you know, start thinking about going to work at 3, and then, you know, I drive, and I might make a stop for gas, or booze or cigarettes or whatever, and so yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of cool like that. It's very flexible. They're not very strict, and yeah. So I'm gonna try to keep this job, because most jobs won't let you get away with that type of shit. All right, this is way too long. This should have been a 4-minute video. Now it's 8. All right, peace out.